Hello again, welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH, and I'm back for another PC game low vision spotlight video. And this time we're looking at a game that came out a couple of years ago and was far better than anyone, myself included, really expected it to be. We're looking at Mortal Kombat, which is the reboot of the series that came out a couple of years ago on the Xbox 360, PS3, I believe, and then it eventually came to the PC via Steam, which is, of course, what we are looking at here. Technically, I believe, some people call it Mortal Kombat 9 because it's like the 9th in the series. At least of the main games, I can't even keep them all straight. There is, the 1, 2, and then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, let's see, what was it, Deception, oh god, there was like the original Xbox era games, which were cool in their own right, but really kind of janky, and a lot of the characters in those later games I really didn't like, and I don't think a lot of people really did either. I mean, there were just some kind of stupid characters, and the problem with those games also was that it was really kind of complicated. The games just got too complex for their own good, because not only did you have your regular moves and your special moves and your fatalities, as the Mortal Kombat games were known for, but you also had these different stances, and like you had to be in different stances to do different moves, and you had to like transition from one to another to do a certain type of combo, and it was just a complex mess. And I was terrible at those games. They had some weird diversions in them too, like one had like a chess game, one had like an open world, kind of like a little adventure-ish game where you got into fights with characters, and then there was another one that had like a kart racing thing, like kart combat, chess combat, weird stuff. But with Mortal Kombat 9, or Mortal Kombat as it were, they have brought the game, or the series, back to its roots, and basically they're telling the story of the first 3 or so-ish games in the series. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to see mainly characters from 1, 2, and 3. You get a couple in there that are from 4, like Quan Chi, I know, is in this one, and he was in 4. I don't remember if there's any other ones from later games, but anyway. So, main menu here. I am playing with the 360 controller as well, by the way. The main menu, the text isn't bad per se, but I do find that sometimes, especially when they're glowing, the text is glowing and highlighted, you get really a narrow, like it's kind of a narrow-ish font, or just the way that some of the fonts look can sometimes sort of blend in, and just the way the font is, even though the text is large, it can be a little bit, I think, tricky for some people to see. I could see that being somewhat of an issue for some low vision gamers. So this is typically the text that you are going to get in the game. So where to begin? I think what I'm going to do, I'll play a couple of regular just arcade ladder matches like you would play in the original games. There's a full story mode, which I do want to show you at least the intro and maybe the first fight or so, because one of my main problems with fighting games in general is that you have an arcade mode, maybe you've got a tag mode, maybe you've got a few challenges, or like a time rush mode or something, but you really have to, they're really meant for online in modern games case, but you really have to have friends to play against to make these games worth anything. Mortal Kombat did something just absolutely crazy, and the story mode, I originally played through this when it came out for the 360, and I played all the way through story mode, and it is just weird, man. In all the dumb ways and in all the great ways. So basically, I do want to show you part of that. and then I'll show you a couple of other odds and ends here. So let's just jump right into a fight here. We've got our regular mode, so we've got like a regular fight. We have tag, which I don't really like those. I'm not too much into the whole tag stuff. Test your luck. I think that just gives you like a random sort of thing that you have to deal with in the fight. Test your might. Those you might recognize that from older Mortal Kombat games. Test your sight. I don't even remember what that is. Well, you know what? Let's just go up to regular fight here. I should mention the game that the version of this that I'm playing is I'm playing the Complete Edition, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. Complete spelled with a K, of course, because it's Mortal Kombat and it's edgy. So look at all the characters we have here. We have tons of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, 6, yeah. I mean, we've got just well over 20 characters. So there's a lot of variety. And again, so we've got like Scorpion, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, Melina, Katana. We just got like a lot of Johnny Cage. A lot of people. You even got like Noob Saibot, Striker from Mortal Kombat 3, Cabal, Baraka. He's pretty badass. Raiden. So all that kind of stuff. Let's just start out as Liu Kang, because he's a pretty standard guy, right? So let's just go to normal here. We can choose our difficulty for our ladder. And here we go. So this is what you would play like if you were playing the first 3 Mortal Kombat games. You know, you start with a ladder of, at the bottom of a ladder, you fight a dude and you work your way up to the eventual boss of the game. So, we are going to see if I can... smoke. Okay. So, before I go into the fight itself, I will bring up the pause menu here, because one of the key things is I don't know about you guys, but I can't remember all these moves. So you can pull up a move list on the fly. It does a good job of showing you what all the moves are and all the button presses. You can also go into a training mode from the main menu and practice, like if there's certain moves that you like or that you have trouble doing, you can go in and practice those over and over, risk-free. So, you know, it's got that kind of stuff going on. It works pretty well. So down here we're getting to some more complex moves. But they're, you know, they're all listed, so that's pretty good. So let's get a fight going here. Enough babble here. Okay. Oh, don't you dare grab me. Now, I'm not going to pretend I'm not a fighting game expert by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, in fact, I'm pretty terrible. So basically, I'm just going to be doing some very basic moves, and I don't remember the fatalities right off the top of my head. But one of the things that I will go into for you guys later is I will go into, under the training mode, there's a specific fatality training mode. So I can in fact choose a character and then try to do that person's fatality. So I will show you at least a few, because of course it's a Mortal Kombat game. What I wouldn't be doing you guys any favors if I didn't show you any fatalities. So we are going to do that. I'm just not probably going to be able to pull it off in a match. And games like this are a really good reason. They make a good case for getting like a Xbox One controller or something, because God, let me tell you, the D-pad on the 360 controller really sucks. That's partly why I've actually done fairly well so far in this match. I've been able to pull off some of the special moves fairly regularly and fairly well. But there are certain times, especially with certain characters, I'm better at certain types of move over others. And a lot of that is due to the D-pad on this shitty controller. I mean, I love don't get me wrong, the 360 controller is great. I love the analog stick. You know, the buttons are fine, but honestly, the D-pad has always been a complaint amongst... See, that I was trying to do the fireball, and I completely biffed because... There we go. There we go, that works. Okay, fine. You know what? Here. Eat that. No. Oh. Okay. I love that bicycle kick in the air. What-ah! Liu Kang. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, that was bad. I'll finish this match, and then I'm gonna quit out to the menu, and then I'll show you one other. I want to show you one other character that comes in the Complete Edition. Originally, it was a piece of downloadable content, DLC, and honestly, it's awesome. It fits right with this game perfectly. The only problem that I have with this downloadable character that is in the Complete Edition here, the only problem that I have is that they didn't go all the way with it. They really missed out on a great opportunity, and I hope that they maybe bring the character back and expand upon it in Mortal Kombat X, which is coming out in a couple of months here. I just saw it become available for pre-order on Steam. So, I don't know. I'm really contemplating getting that because, I don't know. Mortal Kombat is just one of those fighting games that I can actually kind of get into. It's just dumb fun, and if the story mode in X is half as weird and nuts as it was in Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat period like we're playing here, I'm all for it because it's just dumb and funny. Okay. You know, great graphics for back then. You know, a couple years ago, they still hold up pretty well. I'm going to go back to the main menu here. We are going to go back into Fight. And I'm going to choose a different character because I have to show you this. This is awesome. And you'll see what I mean by they didn't go all the way, okay? So we're going to go down to the very right here. Now look at this. We've got a whole list of expanded characters that I can cycle between. Haha. Freddy Krueger. How cool is that? Freddy Krueger in a frickin' Mortal Kombat game. That's so perfect. But what I'm saying is they didn't go all the way. If you're gonna do that, put Jason in there. Put Michael Myers, Leatherface, you know. Oh man, you have so much opportunity. You could have the ultimate, you know, like you have the Freddy vs. Jason movie. Come on, man. You've got...
You are pathetic and weak.
Oh. You don't be talking smack to Fred here. His claws are gonna kick your ass, woman. Oh yeah? There we go. Haha. Yes, that's so good. But man, like I said, they could do like they could even just do a, you know, a spin-off, even like they did, like NetherRealms, the developers of this, did with MK versus DC. They could do a horror movie fighter, man. Freddy, Jason, just there's so much potential. It just take a lot of the movies from slasher movies of the 80s and stuff. Freddy. That's awesome. But yeah, I'd love to see this guy come back. And then, like I said, put all these other freaking just crazy serial killer slasher movie villains in this game. Because they're perfect. I mean, come on. They got Mortal Kombat fatalities. I mean, that just screams for... that just screams Mortal Kombat. So... make it happen, NetherRealms. That would be pretty awesome. That I could totally see. Because I always wondered when they did Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe a few years back. Cool idea, but, like, it's not Mortal Kombat. Because, like, you can't take, you know, Sub-Zero and frickin', you know, gut Batman. I mean, it's just... A, DC wouldn't let you do that, understandably. And B, it just really doesn't make sense. So that's one that it was a neat idea, but I think I may have rented it back in the day, but that's about it. Yes. Here's Freddy. The other thing, too, is especially with Freddy, you know, all the other slasher villains, they don't really talk much, if at all. But Freddy's got some one-liners, and, you know, you don't want him overused, but I can see him, especially having little taunts at the end of the match to, you know, say some just stupid stuff like he always does. Because that's part of Freddy's personality. Alright, bud. Okay, here, enough of this. Oh, really? Okay. I'll trip you. No! Damn it! Uppercut. There we go. Oh, you dodged my blades. Nice try, lady. Welcome to Dreamland. Now, one thing I haven't talked about is, like I said, I was trying to say earlier that I'm not really an expert in these games at all. I know some basic moves. I can hold my own in, like, a very, very casual sense. Yes, there we go. Oh, it is so good. What you just saw there is a new thing in Mortal Kombat 9, or this version of Mortal Kombat. And it's these X-ray moves. Basically, if you fill up a meter high enough, you can execute these just really brutal moves where he'll do some sort of just special move. It'll zoom into their, you know, the screen will go black and it'll show this X-ray version of, like, the damage that you're doing. So, you know, you might snap someone's knee, you might bash someone's skull in and you see the bones crack, and just brutal stuff like that. Let's try one more match as Freddy, and then I want to show you, of course, some fatalities, and I have to show you, I think maybe we'll do the fatalities next, and then I will show you the story mode, because it is just bananas. Oh, you cut onto that quick, Liu Kang. There we go. Didn't get me that time. Come on. There we go. Ah. Oh, you moved out of the way again, you sneaky bastard. Come here, buddy. There we go. At least I don't know all the combos and juggle moves. Yes, that is so good. Oh, that's... How are these guys even alive at this point still? That's what I always found amusing about these fighting games. Like, you just get the shit kicked out of you, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get up and fight. But, you know, hey, whatever. Video games, right? Oh, you bastard. I was in the middle of my teleport move. Come on, Liu Kang. There we go. That's more like it. See if I can beat Liu Kang here real quick. Ow. See, I'm trying to do special moves there, and my damn D-pad is just not having it. Come on. And I don't use fighting sticks just because I'm not... You know, this game is compatible with various fighting sticks that you can buy, arcade sticks. But the problem, I'm not that much into these games. Like, if I played them a heck of a lot more, like if I was into fighting games and I was halfway decent at them, like I was with the first-person shooter, I probably might invest in a decent stick that was, you know, I could maybe plug into my USB port on my computer. But no, I mean, I just don't play these near enough to really warrant that extra expense. So, and I kind of prefer, like, deep... Ow! Yeah, so you get to see another just kick to the face. Ouch. Another thing that I do have a problem with in general with a lot of these fighting games is if you're playing the arcade mode or the story mode... You know, I understand that it ramps up in difficulty, but my God. What is it with fighting games and, like, the last boss just being, like, you can't fight him, you know, it's not a battle of skill. He's really freaking hard, really cheap, and the only way you can beat him is to find some weird exploit that you can... Nice. So let's go back to the menu here. But I mean, they're so cheap, and the only way to really win is to find one or two moves that you can pull off really quickly and really easily and just spam them and exploit the AI of the final boss. It seemed like Street Fighter 4 did that. Mortal Kombat, the final boss in this game, when I played it on the Xbox, was just maddening. I eventually did cheese him, I did beat him, but very frustrating. So let's go down to training. Like I said, you have your regular arcade kind of style, you have your story mode, which I'll end the video with. I'm not going to go into the challenge tower, just because this video could go on and on and on. If you're looking for a fighting game with a lot of content, this is not a bad one. And if you're not offended by all the blood and gore and craziness, this Mortal Kombat is well worth looking into, whether you're doing a single player or multiplayer focus for the game, because you can play it offline by yourself, you can play it locally with friends, you can play it online. You have the challenge tower, and they're just like ludicrous weird things, like they'll have challenges like where you start with half health, but they might have really odd ones too that I won't really spoil. And I've gotten a little ways in, but it's pretty interesting, pretty tough. Let's go to training. And we're not going to go to regular training, we're going to go to fatality training. Here we go. So now I will at least show you maybe a few of these fatalities. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are kind of meh. Sure, let's do Scorpion. Scorpion's a pretty iconic character. And we'll kill Kung Lao. So all this is fatality training. It'll give you the button sequence. So we got toward, down, toward, Y. Oh. There we go. Ow. Off with your head and split your body, and yeah. Defeated. Alright, let's try another guy. How about Liu Kang's? I don't think his was all that good. Actually, his was alright. Sub-Zero's was kind of lame. I mean, it was kind of cool, but basically freezes him and then rips the upper half of his torso off. Let's see. Away, toward, away. Wow. Away, toward, wait. There we go. This one's pretty cool. Shunk. Thunk. Oh, right down the middle. That's disgusting. Fatality. Alright. We'll do a few more here for you. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll let you guys figure some of that out yourself. Yeah. Let's do a female character here. And we'll kill Nightwolf. Alright, what is hers? Away, toward, down, toward, X. Away, toward, down, toward, X. Ah, not what I meant. Okay, let's try that again. I wonder if I have to be... Some of them you have to be close or far away, so let's try that again. Away, toward, down, toward, X. No? Away, toward, down, toward, X. Away, toward, down, toward... No? Okay, let's try... I should probably read that little dialogue that comes up. Let me try it closer. Okay. Away, toward, down, toward... There we go. Yep, I had to be close. Oh, okay. The death scream. Okay. Kind of cool, kind of lame, I guess. Let's see. Johnny Cage. I don't remember what his was. Sure, we'll beat up Liu Kang. We'll do a couple more here. See if I can pull them off. Alright, toward, away, down, A. Toward, away... Ugh, okay, hold on. Toward, away, down, A. Here we go. Ow! Off with his head, off with his torso. And yeah, lift the head with the severed spine. That's cute. That's really nice, guy. Alright. Oh, let's see. How about... Oh, let's see if I can do... Let's see. Strikers was kind of interesting. I'll do Striker. Maybe... Raiden. And I kind of think I should do Baraka. I forget what his is. Okay, toward down, toward A. Here we go. Let's see what Strikers is. He's a cop. Oh yeah, the taser. Shoot him, shoot him. Okay. That works. And there you go. So you're getting a little bit of fatality action here. Let's see. Baraka. And we shall kill Smoke. Oh, I could show you Freddy's, since I did show you him already. Let's see. Away toward, down toward X. Oh, I think this is one I gotta be close to. I think that's what I had trouble with him last time. Okay, so let's get close to him. And it is away toward, down toward X. So, away toward, down toward... There we go. Mr. Clawman. This was Freddy before Freddy got into the mix. Oh, man. That's pretty disgusting. While we're at it, yeah, let's finish off with Freddy. I'll hold off on Raiden. I'll let you guys... Like I said, I won't show you all of them, but... Freddy Krueger. And then we'll wrap it up with the story. Oh, okay, I gotta select somebody. Yeah, let's kill Jade. Sure, why not? Okay, away toward, down, down, X. Way toward, down, down, X. Zoot. Grab him. Oh, and down into the fiery dreamland and the geyser of blood. Reminds me of the scene in the first Nightmare on Elm Street where the guy gets sucked into his bed after the TV goes out for the night and just... Frickin' blood geyser. Mom comes in screaming. That first movie, I mean, the rest of them are really cheesy, but the first Nightmare on Elm Street is still pretty damn cool for a horror movie. So there you go. Get a little idea of the training. Like I said, you can do regular training too if you want to learn some special moves, or just practice kind of combos or chains or whatever you want to do. Mix together all of your special attacks and learn things. And then you have your fatality mode, which I showed you there. You've got your, like I said, your combat, what do they call it? The tower. We're going to go to story mode, though, because I'll just show you how this game starts, because it is just pretty interesting. So I'll shut up and just let it go here. Mortal Kombat. It's a pretty long intro too, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've played this. So... a lot of carnage there. Vultures. Something. Whole bunch of carnage going up these stairs. Everybody's dead. That can't be good. Everybody's dead. Blood everywhere. Production values on these are actually quite good, too, for what it is.
Where are the elder gods, Raiden? combat shackles me no longer. They masquerade as dragons, but are mere toothless worms. My venom spreads. It is the end of all things. Armageddon.
Shao Kahn.
It is done. Your time has passed. Ages wasted in foolish resistance. Now is the dawn of my rule.
The dog Riddler.
Yes. Pray to worms.
Mm.
As your
Rejuve, boy, the night day. He must win.
Okay, what the heck is going on here? Bunch of craziness going on here.
Lord Raiden, what is wrong?
strange visions.
Your amulet.
It is nothing, Liu Kang. The tournament begins.
A lot of familiar characters there.
Combatants, I am Shang Tsung. The coming days, each of you will fight. Some are here of their own volition. Others were brought here by chance.
Hey, beautiful. Johnny Cage. What? Massive Strike? Citizen Cage? Ninja Mime? None of those ring a bell? Kano? Wasn't in that one.
You participate in the most important Mortal Kombat in history. This tournament, the 10th after 9 world victories, will determine Earthrealm's fate. If you defeat all of your opponents, you will face one final challenge.
Me.
Huh. That old geezer's the final challenge? You might as well give me the belt right now. They do have belts, right?
How did you... Appearances can be deceiving. Our first combatant will be Mr. Cage.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Who's it gonna be?
Reptile.
Okay, now I gotta try to remember Johnny Cage's moves again.
Begin.
All right. It's showtime.
Round
And boom, you're seamlessly into a... Let's see. Here we go. I was trying to remember the move here. Oh, come on. Quit dodging my kick, man. Ow. Let's see. Okay, I can do that move. Yeah. I'm not really looking at the move list here. We're just kind of figuring things out on the fly. Oh, yeah? Here we go. Quit blocking that, would ya? But like I said, that's really cool. Like you start out in the cutscene, And there's no loading, you just seamlessly go right into combat, you know, as the story, you know, you might be challenged by somebody, you might be, you might encounter somebody kind of randomly as it's going, or you'll help somebody else in the fight. And you're not always fighting one-on-one in the story mode. Sometimes you gotta fight literally with one health bar as one character. You have to fight like 2 or 3 guys. 2 or 3 guys in one thing, and that gets really tough at times. So as the story goes, basically it shifts between all the different types of, you know, all the different characters, and you're not selecting a character, you're not playing through the role, the story as one character. Basically, you are... I'm trying to remember his other moves here. So right now I'm playing as Johnny Cage. I'll probably play, or I think what happens is you basically play for maybe 2 or 3 different fights, and then the perspective switches, and you'll find out part of the story from another fighter's perspective. And throughout the game, you play pretty much most of the good side. Oh man, that is not nice, duder. I'm getting my ass kicked on the first. Granted, Johnny Cage is not one of my strong characters. I'm not very good with Johnny Cage, so 1-to-1 here. I'll finish this match, and then we'll wrap it up here. But yeah, I mean, so you're playing as all these different characters, pretty much from the good side of things. Like, you're trying to save Earthrealm, basically, from Shang Tsung and eventually Shao Kahn and his cronies, all that kind of stuff. So, oh, okay. Let's there we go. That's the kick I wanted to do. It doesn't go as far as I thought it would. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a really good fighter with this guy, but I know a few moves anyway. So we're... Oh, nice dodge. Okay, dodge that. Get over here. Come on. Fine. Okay, dodge that. Come here. Come on. See if I can get a little bit more story to okay, and so you don't really necessarily do fatalities.
That's it.
That's so cheesy.
Oh yeah, I'm so pretty. And I'm taking you down, I'm taking you down, I'm taking you out, I'm taking you out, and I'm taking you out. Dinner.
Such a scuzzball movie guy. Actor.
Okay. Nice makeup. But is it really necessary?
Whoa! They will taste your flesh.
Alright. So we're back right in it. And Baraka's probably going to kick my ass. Especially as I'm playing Johnny Cage right now. So we'll see how well I do really quick, and then we'll wrap it up here. So, like I said, this is Mortal Kombat 9, or it's really just called Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Complete Collection on Steam. Remember, complete with a K, but just go look up Mortal Kombat and you'll find it. They do also have, oh, what the hell do they call it? It's another Mortal Kombat game, I think, like the Mortal Kombat Collection with a K, I think. And that contains like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. You can also get that on Steam if you're into that. So if you want to play some of those classics. Like I said, Mortal Kombat 2 especially was my favorite back in the day. That game was awesome. Introduced a lot of the characters like Baraka here that I'm fighting. Okay, well, beat him. See if I can get one more little bit of story here. Longer video, but hey, pretty cool game. And like I said, I'm recording this in mid-February right now. Actually, Friday, February 13th, coincidentally enough. So I believe Mortal Kombat X is coming out in April sometime. So I don't know. I don't know if I really want to pay full price for it, but I'm tempted just because, like I said, the story modes are so weird and crazy, and if I can get maybe Jawbreaker to play or something, could be fun.
Man, I love those blades. My producer has got to meet you. We're doing Tommy Scissorfists, and
Congratulations, Mr. Kane. Now, finish him.
Finish him? Huh. Yeah, right.
Kill him.
He doesn't think it's real. He's like, what the hell's going on here?
Whoa, whoa, wait a second. I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Very well. The tournament will resume at dawn.
What, that's it? Really?
You'll regret that, buddy.
Where'd that hottie go?
Fought well.
Thanks. Nice hat.
You should be more respectful of Lord Raiden. He is the protector of Earthrealm, the god of thunder. Now look,
I don't know what kind of role-playing you guys are into, but count me out.
this tournament is more than a chance for personal glory. We are fighting for the very survival of Earthrealm.
What are you talking about?
Your last opponent was Tarkatan. He was born with those blades.
Yeah, those things are real.
He represents Outworld. Had you lost, the Emperor Shao Kahn would have come one step closer to physically absorbing our world into his.
Outworld, right.
The Elder Gods created the Mortal Kombat tournament to give Earthrealm a chance to defend itself. But if we lose this time, Shao Kahn will conquer all. Dun dun dun!
Look, guys, I'm an actor. I save the world for the cameras. If this Emperor is really a threat, call the military. Me? I've got a date with the
That would
Fly.
be Sonya. That would be Sonya.
You see him.
He is a hero, Liu Kang, though he may not yet know it.
So now we shifted perspectives.
Just lock onto my wrist comm.
Current status.
They have jabs, and if I don't fight in this crazy tournament,
Speak of the
I'll kill
devil.
I'm gonna try to.
Need help? I specialize in rescuing damsels in distress.
You again. Listen, I've got serious problems here. I'm in no mood to be hit on by some movie star.
Come on. A girl like you shouldn't be wandering around this freak show alone. Look, baby, I can't let you run loose without an escort.
I don't need an escort, and I'm sure as hell not your baby.
Round one. Fight!
Then there you go. So now I'm defending against Sonya Blade. So that is an introduction to the arcade mode, and I noticed that when I finished the last fight, one thing I forgot to mention, actually, in the main menu, I think we'll wrap it up here. If I go down to extras, they started this in the Xbox games, like the, what was it, Revolution, or I can't remember what all, Deception, those era games. What the Mortal Kombat games started doing and they brought forward into here is the crypt. So what this is look at this. We've got tons and tons and tons of these crypts, or these gravestones. So this is just giving me some basic information on it here. And yep, there we go. Boom. Bust that open. Okay. So I can move around, and everything that I do, like in the arcade mode, if I'm online, if I'm completing certain goals throughout the game, you see how as I move around, it tells me what the position is, and it tells me this one, I need 680 of these dragon coins to unlock that. 900, boom. And you'll get all kinds of different things. Sometimes you'll just get some character art. Sometimes you'll get a new arena to fight in. Sometimes you'll get an unlockable character. Sometimes you'll get, you know, all kinds of different things. Different outfits for them. But, okay, so there you get some artwork there. Okay. Ah, okay, cool. We unlocked, okay. Cool. So we unlocked some stuff. So, look, if I go all the way around those, and you have to play a lot of content. You have to get through the tower. You have to play a lot of arcade stuff. You have to play through the story. And you're going to be unlocking things like forever in this game. You got those gravestones up front. You got these tree things. I'm still going through this huge, huge area of the crypt. I'm still moving back, more. And looks like we hit the back end of the crypt back here. But we'll keep on moving. I think eventually we can get in there if we unlock all these other things. Like I said, which is going to take for freaking ever. I did unlock a fair amount on the Xbox 360 version, but like I said, even having played it for quite a while, I still had a lot of stuff to unlock. A lot of these different things to actually unlock. So, and some of them, especially some of the later ones, they get really, really damn spendy. So, can't afford that anymore. And so, yeah, I think we're out of luck as far as unlocking some stuff. So that is the crypt. And there you go. I've shown you I haven't shown you every little thing, every little mode. I'll leave some of that for you guys to discover, but that is Mortal Kombat, the modern kind of reboot of the series. It is available on the 360 and the PS3 and the PC via Steam. The PC version, the PC port actually works quite well. And like I said, shortly we'll have Mortal Kombat X, which is kind of going to be the first current generation that'll come out on the Xbox One, PS4, and again PC. So that's starting to look pretty sweet as well. So, you know, and another thing I should actually mention before I wrap up here, sorry we keep going here, but, you know, one thing that I find really interesting is I've known quite a few low vision, but especially blind gamers, totally blind gamers, and fighting games are, oh, okay, I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay. But I know quite a few of these, quite a few blind gamers, a couple friends of mine, and they have they play fighting games because basically if you can memorize the moves, and if you're using headphones or if you have a stereo TV, positionally you can actually hear a lot of what is going on. Like, you may not be able to tell exactly what's going to happen or where exactly somebody is, but you know, if you can hear if they're on the right hand side of you or the left of you, you can kind of hear by the headphones or the speakers. If you memorize the moves and just know where the different character slots are. I had a friend of mine who, like I said, I used to play with quite a while ago, back in the Mortal Kombat 2 days. I remember we played quite a bit, and he was really damn good. He knew all the fatalities, and he, you know, could beat the arcade mode of the game. And like I said, I've seen a few other blind players play several fighting games, both in person and on a couple of YouTube channels. So that is definitely something to consider as well. So yeah, that is Mortal Kombat. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.